Welcome to another Rebecca the Petrol Head car review. This one is slightly special because this is a Mercedes-Benz Grand Tourer and it's an executive car. It was very expensive, brand new, over £90,000. Under the bonnet is a 5-litre V8 engine. It's 306 brake horsepower and it does 0 to 60 in 6.1 seconds. Now, you're not going to use the power all the time with a car like this because it's a cruiser, it's very comfortable and it's very enjoyable to drive slowly, but it's nice to know that you've got the power when you want to use it. As you can see, it's a very smart looking car, it's a very beautiful looking car that Mercedes-Benz have created here. So let's see what it drives like. I'm going to take you through some of the features that this Mercedes CL500 has. First of all, it's got keyless start, so you can pop that in the door card or in your pocket, put your foot on the brake and push the engine start button. When the engine starts, the steering wheel will move down to the position that it was in when you were last driving. The headrests will also move to where they were when you were last in the car, and that includes the passenger side. It has built-in sat-nav, so here you just press the nav button and then you can scroll down, enter your destination. It's very, very easy to use. It also has a map, so if you haven't typed in a destination and you'd like to see where you are, you can just click on the map button. It also has CD player, climate control, which is zone climate control as well, which means you can have different temperature on the left hand side, the passenger side of the car, to the driver's side of the car. It also has heated seats and massage and air cooled seats. Leather seats, obviously, being a Mercedes, you'd want that. It also has a computer which you can scroll through on the steering wheel, and that will check when its next service is due, if the oil level is okay, what speed you're doing, what miles the car has covered. So let's take it for a drive. With it being a Grand Tourer, as you can imagine, there are various compartments and cup holders throughout the cabin. You also have driver airbag, passenger airbag and side airbags. This car doesn't make you want to put your foot down. It's not a sports car, it's not a performance car. It's a Tourer and it's very, very nice to drive, I can assure you of that. However, when you do put your foot down, the V8 just roars. It sounds beautiful. It is music to my ears. But it's very easy to increase your speed so quickly with a 0 to 60 time of 6.1 seconds. So we can just slow down and relax again. This is a prestige car from a prestige brand, and I have to say, you do feel very special when you're driving it. Now, you might not always get let out of junctions because people might be slightly jealous of the car that you drive, but cars like this aren't driven by drug dealers, so if you can afford a car like this, you've probably worked hard to achieve that, and in my opinion, that deserves respect, not jealousy. One thing that you will notice about this car is that it is very smooth and comfortable to drive. Not only are the seats comfortable, but more importantly, Mercedes have spent a lot of money on the technology, and this particular car has active body control. It has 4 hydraulic pumps, 2 pressure regulators, and a pump for the power steering and suspension combined. Along with intermediate computers and a CPU, it makes it extremely flat around the corners. In fact, you can barely feel the lumps and bumps. Something that the Mercedes CL500 benefits from is that Mercedes will quite often put their latest technology on the CL. One thing that you mustn't forget though is that it does have a 5-litre V8. So when you do want that power, you can feel it. And it is a pleasure to drive. They do say that if you like driving, you should buy BMW, and if you don't like driving so much, you should buy a Mercedes. And that's because it feels like the Mercedes does a lot of it for you. Which, if you're driving to work and you just want something comfortable to drive, that's a good thing. So at a cost of over £90,000 brand new, to be able to buy this 2005 with only 31,000 miles on the clock and full service history and the spec that it has, to be able to buy that for £16,000, I think that's a bit of a bargain, don't you?